Hey, Frank, just curious, approach-wise, how would this be similar to the last couple of games, and anybody else that you'd like to see some additional minutes for?
Yeah, well, we have Mac McClung with us tonight, called up from the G League, Rookie of the Year. We're very proud of what he did for us this year in the G League. So he'll get some minutes, still get some more minutes for Mason Jones. And, we're going to hold Dwight out tonight. We'll see Wendy and Gabriel in the starting lineup.
Frank, I know there's nothing on the line in terms of this game tonight, but I know you still prepare fully for the game.
Yeah.
Sitting a lot of their guys, how does that, if at all, impact the way that you want to play?
Yeah, so we have a lot of guys out. They have a lot of guys out, and they still have some quality depth. To help them win as many games as they've won this year. And we'll probably see Boogie, Jeff Green, Austin Rivers, Bowens Highland in the starting lineup. Probably Reed, Campazzo's falling out of the rotation for them, and obviously he's a guy that, that's a pest and winning player. So they got a lot of guys that can beat us, and but our guys have played well. The young guys that have played the last two games have really played well. I've been proud of them, and we're playing to win.
Frank, this marks the end of the third straight season you coached with that has been impacted by COVID, and for you guys, that's a league-wide thing. For you guys, you've had China, and you had obviously the tragedy with COVID. What has coaching the Lakers through this period been like, with COVID and with every other sort of issue you guys have encountered?
Yeah, well, the COVID thing is just, it's been disruptive, honestly. I can't see you behind it. I'll just look at the camera. It's been disruptive, to everything we do. Obviously, the season was postponed for 3 months the first year, and then the following year there was all kinds of restrictions and all kinds of situations where you had key players out at crucial time. We lost our starting point guard for the 10 games leading up to the playoffs, and then this year might have been the worst of all because the schedule kept going on, and they were only testing certain teams, that had one positive test. So some teams are not getting tested. Other teams are getting tested every day. And we got slammed for about a month, so it's been disruptive. I wish it wasn't a part of, the last 3 years of this Lakers tenure, for me. But, when you look at the big picture for what COVID has meant to most people around the world who have lost loved ones and lost, a lot more, you can't really get upset about it.
Frank, I think it was early in the season you said something along the lines of, I want to find a starting five. 6 years.
I see you.
Yeah, you wanted to find a starting five, and I think a couple weeks ago you kind of lamented just sort of like how you had to abandon that sort of notion of stability with this year.
No, I said I had to abandon the starting five that we envisioned.
Yeah, but I mean, like tonight will be presumably maybe even 41. I would guess it's a new group.
It's a new group, yeah.
How just hearing that and an 82 games, how tough has that been for you to not have the type of stability that you wanted?
Yeah, it's imperfect, but that's just the nature of our season. We've had guys in and out of the lineup all year long, and we had 11 new players that basically had to audition for the starting job. And when we lost as much as we've had, no one's earned it, on a regular basis. So it's just the nature of the struggles we had this season. Ideally you can land on something sooner than that, but that wasn't an option for us.
Frank, I know that road trips can be your moments of togetherness for teams. I'm wondering, on this one, with no games after this, are there any kind of quiet moments or maybe just moments where you've had a chance to kind of reflect on being together with your staff or going through the process of preparing, since it is the last game of the year?
Not really. We've just remained focused on finishing out the season the right way. The guys that we're going to have in and out of the lineup, developing some of the young guys that are getting extended minutes and using this opportunity, to help them grow, and all sorts of reflection or anything like that. That'll happen tomorrow and beyond.
We know that LeBron back in Los Angeles together.
Yeah, MRI. Yep. No, I don't.
The rest of your squad, I get it. Just to have guys who aren't playing tonight.
Yeah, everybody else is here.
Frank, one of the things that came up a lot in here was that even despite all of these struggles, this group stayed together, generally speaking.
Absolutely.
How much, this was an easy season by any stretch, but how much better did that make it? How much more bearable that it was, like, that none of this was about fracturing necessarily or lack of effort, that it was more just an inability to solve the problem?
Yeah, to get the job done. I mean, that was a frustrating thing, not being able to get the job done. But I actually feel like, our guys, staying together grew stronger as the season went along, through the adversity. I think there was some bumpy times earlier in the season, that we had to get through. And as a coach, you have to use those times, and you have to keep your group together. And it is one of the things I'm proud of that our coaching staff was able to do with these guys, to keep them fighting. Look, we're in a situation where we're holding out hope that we have a strong finish with AD getting healthy, Russ hopefully playing his best basketball towards the end, which he did. And, those three guys playing the last 8, 9, 10 games together. And then LeBron goes down with that ankle. And AD comes back a few games after than we thought, and we didn't win a game after that. But, we were positioned, to make the type of strong finish run that we had hoped for. And it is a source of pride in a difficult season, that I was able to keep our guys in the fight and in position.
Russ has a player option for next season, and he said last week that he'll be back. And I'm just curious, when we saw 21 games of him, LeBron, and AD this season, I guess now that we know that's the final game together for the season, how do you kind of look back on those 21 games and sort of flashes that you saw, I guess, sporadically throughout the year?
Yeah, too little to tell. We started the season with AD playing the 4, so even half of those games that they played together, were not really ultimately what we thought we would get to, when Trevor Ariza returned, and that's AD playing the 5 with that group. So just too little of a sample size is all you can say. Anybody else?
Thank you.